Group leaders, it is hard to believe that we are just weeks away from Christmas time. How exciting! And thinking about all of the thousands of guests that are going to be walking through all the doors of Cedar Creek Church. Over 20,000 people right here at the Findlay campus. We're expecting double our normal weekend attendance. It's just going to be awesome. I just want to share with you some invite stories. As a staff, we have been challenging each other to lead the invite culture, to get out in our communities and invite people. Landry Zehender, our student ministries director, went into Big B, which is kind of funny, and here's why. Because his intern, Julia, works at Big B, and you would think a natural place for her to invite all of her staff members. Because we're kind of in a competition, he snuck in there when she wasn't on shift, and he invited all of her coworkers. Over 10 individuals had a personal conversation with them, and invited them to church this Christmas. I had a chance to go to Coffee Amici this morning, and just as I'm sitting in there, created a conversation with the baristas and 4 other individuals and invited them to church. Here's what's pretty cool. Just this week alone, our staff collectively has invited over 30 individuals to church. And I love that we can link arms together and do that. So just a reminder, who are you inviting this Christmas? Who is your top 5? Who are you praying for that would come? It may not happen this Christmas, but continue to invite them, that family member that you wish would show up, because you never know the day that they'll take you up on it and how it could possibly change their lives. Just want to give you some updates on where we're at. First of all, this weekend, Tom Martin is preaching. He's going to continue this conversation about the gift of words. And I hope you've been enjoying this series and challenged by it. That is one of the greatest gifts we can give, is our words. And when I think about Christmas time right around the corner, I'd ask that you pray for Ben. He's going to take this weekend to get his sermon ready, and then he's going to preach all 10 services live over Christmas. And just keep him and his family in your prayers to get ready for the Christmas season. Speaking of Christmas, we need you. Life groups are a great opportunity for you to invite people to serve this Christmas. I was looking at our hospitality first impressions usher greeter teams, and we still have slots to fill. We have 10 services to fill. So if you are in a life group, if you're leading a life group, I would just ask them this week, hey guys, I'm thinking about serving this service. Would you like to come and join me? And as a team, you can serve together at one of our Christmas services. Specifically, we have a lot of openings on Saturday and Sunday primarily. So if you can come one of those services and jump and greet people and love people, jump on the opportunity to do that on our First Impressions team. That would be great. You can contact me to just let me know that you're coming. And we would love to have you on that team. Again, my email is chrisb as in boy at cedarcreek.tv. The other thing that I want to let you know of is that we are still on the search for a replacement for Sean Bellner. We are solidifying what we want that job description to look like, and in January we're going to begin interviews for that. So just keeping you updated there. One last and really, really, really important thing. Growth track in groups. I sent out an email to all of you as leaders this week. It's kind of an FAQ. Here's where we're going in January regarding growth track and groups. When we come off of Christmas and into January, Ben is going to do a series on heaven, but he is going to talk through the 4 weeks of the spiritual journey that we have identified as know God, find freedom, discover your purpose, and make a difference. Each week, he's going to be casting vision around, we want you to go to Growth Track. If you have never been to Growth Track, I'm asking you as leaders to commit to attending in January. It's the first, second, third, and fourth week of every month. And here's why it's important. Even if you're plugged in, even if you're leading, when you go through Growth Track, you are going to have a better understanding of how you can invite somebody else into that journey, somebody from your group, to help them take a next step. But if you haven't gone through Growth Track, you really don't know what it's going to look like or feel like. So as you go through it, it's going to equip you to then invite others to be a part of that. We've already seen fruit from this. We've had actually 5 people get baptized out of Growth Track, just running it for 3 months already. Take that next step. Week 1 talks about knowing God, and then as you accept Jesus, you get baptized. We've already had 5 people get baptized in just the past 2 months. It's pretty cool. We've had 1 person accept Christ while they went through Growth Track. We have had over a dozen people get connected into a serving team. That is awesome. Coming out of week 4. And also, we've launched like 5 or 6 new groups out of Growth Track. One more thing that I am inviting each of you to go through. We are going to run a group leader training every 4th weekend of the month during the 10:45 service. But here's the deal. In January, we're going to actually run it 3 times in a row. And I am asking you as a group leader to go through this training. Now, before you get confused, you don't have to go through it every month. You just have to go through it once. And what that training is going to go through is the vision of where we are headed with our groups in January. It is going to be critical that you attend one of those. Again, those dates, we're going to run it 3 times in January. I will give you another update reminding you of that, but I would ask that you commit to attending one of those because it's going to help you understand where we're headed as group leaders in 2018 at the end of January. I am so excited for this. We're going to launch new groups. We're going to refresh our groups, and if you've been leading a group, great job. I'm so proud of you. You have done an amazing job of making a great connection point for people to come and attend, and keep it up. This is only just going to help us all get aligned going into 2018. So to recap, don't forget to invite. Would love to have you serve at Christmas. Let me know if your group can serve for one of those services. And finally, Growth Track and groups. Would love for you to attend it in January. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for everything you do, and I'll see you this Christmas. Have a very Merry Christmas.